Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Jaden and I am currently 34 weeks now today. Today is August 30th and I turned 34 weeks yesterday. This is Ziggy that's joining us. Hi buddy. Oh, you're talking? Are you saying hi? Alrighty guys, so today for you I have a pregnancy Q&A. So I posted a few days back on my Instagram asking you guys to ask me any questions regarding me, my life, or pregnancy. So today we're gonna do a pregnancy Q&A. So I have about like 18 questions I think that I picked. So I guess without further ado, let's jump right into it. I'll try to go through these somewhat quick so that I'm not boring you. The first question is, I have my computer right here, I'm gonna read them off. So the first question is, did you feel like you were pregnant or how did you find out you were pregnant? So I found out I was pregnant, I think like beginning of February, and I did not feel like I was pregnant, but I did use an app to track my period, so I knew like when I would be expecting my period. Sorry if this is like TMI for some of you, but so my period was 1 day late, which a lot of people would be like, 1 day late, that's like not that big of a deal, but my period was always like right on time. And one of my best friends had found out a few weeks prior that she was pregnant. So this is probably literally the only reason that it was on the back of my mind. Otherwise I might have like brushed it off for a few more days. But I was like, okay, I'm 1 day late. Like I'm just gonna go grab a pregnancy test to like ease my mind. And that sounds bad, but just, just to like double check. So I went and grabbed a pregnancy test at the grocery store before I went to work. And if any of you have ever taken a pregnancy test, like you pee on the stick, but you can also like pee into a plastic cup or something, and then you can dip the pregnancy test in. So that's what I did so that I could take both of them if I needed to. And right after I dipped the first one, the negative sign like popped up super quick, like almost immediately. So I was like, oh, okay, not pregnant, period's just late. And then within a millisecond after that, it turned positive. And so I did the second one just to be sure, and sure enough, here we are. So it was positive. But that's how we found out. So I found out really early. Like at that point I was basically like 4 weeks pregnant, and I know that a lot of people don't find out until like closer to like 8 months or what have you. If you're not tracking your period, then you might not realize that it hasn't showed up. So the second question is, how did you tell Miller you were pregnant? So because I found out at the beginning of the day, I didn't want to tell him like over the phone or anything, and he was at work at that point. So I went to work, and then I usually would get off of work like around 7 o'clock. So when I got home, I was so nervous to tell him. He was playing video games. That's usually like what he did while he waited for me to get home from work. He was playing video games, and I just walked up to him and I was like, I have something to give you, close your eyes. So he closed his eyes, and I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to get the words out of my mouth. So I just had like the actual tests to show him, because then obviously that would jumpstart the conversation. So I told him to open his eyes, and I was holding the tests, and he was just like completely shocked. It was not a planned pregnancy. We're obviously still so blessed and so excited, but we were very shocked nonetheless. But yeah, so that's how I told him. We were very shocked for probably like the first week, like just didn't even know how to handle what was ahead for us. But obviously now we're so excited and couldn't be more happy. And a baby's a blessing no matter if it's planned or if it's not. So yeah. The next question is, did you feel like you were having a girl or were you leaning towards boy? So for those of you that don't know, I am having a girl, but I'm Ziggy. But yeah, right after we found out I was pregnant, to be honest, I really wanted a girl. I'm the oldest and I'm very close in age to my mom, and I've always loved like that dynamic. So because I've always wanted to be a young mom, and then I wanted my first to be a girl. So I really wanted a girl, if I'm being honest. And I felt like because I wanted a girl so badly that I was gonna have a boy, which either way would have been fine. A baby's a blessing no matter what, but I definitely wanted a girl. So for a little while at the beginning, I thought that it was gonna be a boy just because I wanted a girl. But as time went along, I could just feel it in my gut, like I'm having a girl for sure. It's a girl. And Miller was kind of feeling the same way. And we had our friend Cassidy actually surprise us like with our gender reveal. So once my blood work came in determining like if it was a boy or a girl, I had those results emailed to her, and then she set up like a little gender reveal surprise for us. So we lit smokers for our gender reveal, and when we first lit them, they were kind of like a gray smoky color at first, obviously, and I thought that it was kind of like a pale blue. So I was like so shocked internally at first, like, oh my gosh, I guess it's a boy. And then when they turned hot pink, I was so freaking ecstatic. Miller was definitely shocked. He thought that it was a girl, like we both felt like it was a girl, but he was a little low-key hoping it was a boy. I feel like every dad kind of hopes for a boy. But either way, we are so excited to be having a girl, and I would say that we felt like it was going to be a girl. The next question is, did pregnancy change your skincare routine? So not really. I would say I was kind of using retinol off and on, and retinol you can't use while you're pregnant. So that is the only thing that like changed, is I couldn't use that product. And then a symptom of like pregnancy sometimes for some people is like you get really dry, and I got really dry. So I guess like that changed too, as I really just like upped my like moisturizing routine. And then obviously was like paying a lot more attention to like my belly and that area, like using body butters and belly oils, just doing my best to keep my skin hydrated. Stretch marks are, for the most part, like genetic. You're gonna get them or you're not gonna get them. You can do your best to prevent them. But even so, just the act of your skin stretching can make it very itchy if your skin's not hydrated. So I definitely try to just keep my skin hydrated for the sake of not being so itchy, and hopefully no stretch marks. If I get them, I get them, but it would be awesome if I didn't. So I do my best there. But for my face, the only thing that I had to change was just not using retinols. My skincare routine is pretty straightforward. I just use like a gentle cleanser in the morning, and then vitamin C, which is safe to use while you're pregnant, and also you're way more prone to pigmentation when you're pregnant. So vitamin C just helps keep the skin like overall like brightened, and gives lots of like good antioxidants to the skin. So that one's a really good one to continue using like while you're pregnant. And then just moisturizer and moisturizer and sunscreen for the daytime. And then evening routine is just gentle cleanser, making sure my skin is nice and clean, and then moisturizer and chapstick. I always put on like a lip moisturizer in the evening, again because I have just been so dry being pregnant. Like this little girl is literally sucking the life out of me. So I make sure I moisturize my lips too. I already have kind of like lips that are on the drier side. My favorite lip balm is right now that I discovered a few weeks back. I'm so obsessed with it. It's the Bite Agave lip balm. If you have dry lips, I recommend that one 100%. It's so freaking delicious. I love it. But yeah, that's all for my skincare routine. The next question is, what will you miss most about pregnancy? miss most? I honestly just feel like my belly in general. Like I've really grown to love my belly. I just like love looking at my belly. And I love like feeling her move. Like there's no feeling that compares to that. It's just like the most special thing. That's definitely what I'm gonna miss the most for sure. What's your favorite and least favorite part of pregnancy? So my favorite kind of goes back to like what I'm gonna miss most. I think my favorite part is being able to feel her move. And my least favorite part is being able to feel her move sometimes. She moves so much every time I'm at the doctor, like, and they have to do like the Doppler or I'm getting an ultrasound or anything like that. They always tell me like, wow, she does not stop moving. I'm like, I know. She moves so much that it sometimes keeps me up at night, or it'll wake me up at night. She'll like hit me in the bladder or something like that. She's literally nonstop moving. So I think that that's kind of my least favorite part, is at least being woken up by her movement. But during the day, I love it. And I'm always so exhausted. I'm like so drained, and that is not fun. And I've been like that since the beginning of my pregnancy, just so tired and like really kind of like low energy levels, and that's not fun. So that's also on my least favorite list. What has been the hardest part about pregnancy? Pregnancy is hard, just period, in general. Anybody that tells you it's not is lying to you. It's hard. Your body is going through so many changes, and it's gonna be hard no matter what. I feel like even somebody that has like a really easy pregnancy, it's still hard. Your body's going through a lot, so you're gonna notice probably a difference in your energy level. Sometimes it's really hard. A lot of people, I feel like, maybe don't like to admit it, but it's hard to see your body change too. It's hard to have no control over your body changing, and I definitely struggled with that a little bit more, probably like my first trimester, and that's because you're like slowly putting on this weight, but you don't look pregnant right away. You just feel kind of like bloated and like bleh. And that was definitely hard for me. I just like didn't feel that great about myself, and I still have those days, like with my pregnancy. Like, you know, your hormones just make you feel kind of freaking crazy and out of whack, and I totally have those days where I just like don't feel that great about myself, and then the next day I'll see myself and like again love my belly and like love everything about what's going on with my body. But it's definitely very hard to accept all those body changes sometimes, and that's totally okay. So just so you know, anybody out there watching, if you're pregnant or if you're gonna be pregnant soon or what have you, know that everything you're feeling is totally okay. What is the strangest pregnancy symptom you've had? So this one is kind of weird, and I had no idea it was a thing. So the strangest pregnancy symptom I had was bloody noses, you guys. I was getting the worst bloody noses. I still get them every once in a while, but I want to say that these were the worst, like maybe around the beginning of my, sorry, my hair is bugging me. I think around like the beginning of my second trimester is when they were the worst. And I used a, like I've been using a tracking app through like my whole pregnancy. And it's so bizarre because as soon as these like bloody noses started and I was like, what the heck is this? It like mentioned it on my tracking app that it could be a symptom. I'm like, this tracking app is seriously reading my mind. But I guess because of all of like the increase in of blood in your body can lead to bloody noses, I guess. I don't know. But it is a pregnancy symptom, and I got it. It was the most bizarre thing ever, and so not fun, because who wants a bloody nose? Especially because I have white bedding. Like, no thanks. But yeah, got bloody noses. That was bizarre. Definitely the strangest. Was not ready for that. My mom definitely did not have that. But you've been warned. So if you get bloody noses when you're pregnant, it's normal, apparently. Okay. Have you had any pregnancy cravings? Pregnancy cravings. Chocolate milk, I would say, has been my like only like legit craving. other than that, I had really bad nausea my first trimester. I never like had like threw up or anything like that, but I just had constant nausea all day. It was like all day seasickness. And so my first trimester, I was definitely just wanting anything like cold and crunchy and refreshing. Like any type of heavy food did not sound good, like at all. I wouldn't say that like legit pregnancy cravings set in until definitely maybe like beginning of second trimester. And chocolate milk. I just really wanted chocolate milk. And then other than that, fruits like sweet cherries, watermelon, wanted a ton of those, ate a ton of those. I spent $20 on this giant bag of cherries and ate it like within 2 days. Like that's how much I was loving cherries. And then Chipotle burrito bowls, I want them literally all the time. Thank gosh I haven't had like any heartburn or anything like that, because I can't stop eating Chipotle burrito bowls. And then hot dog on stick. I want the corn dogs. But nothing like super weird, not like pickles and ice cream or like anything like stereotypical like that. Stuff that I already like, but I was just like wanting to eat more of. How do you think Ziggy will react to the new baby? So Ziggy's my cat. And I've gotten this question a lot, like not just like through DMs, just like family and friends asking me. And I don't know how he's gonna react. I am kind of leaning a little bit more towards, like he's so chill during the days, he just like wants to nap all the time. So I feel like they're just gonna be like napping buddies. Like I feel like he's gonna treat her just like he treats me and like want to just like kind of be close during the day and like nap. Like I don't think that he's gonna be jealous or anything like that. I really don't think. I'm crossing my fingers. I think they're gonna be nap buddies, I hope. And I think that he is going to try to take over all of her baby loungers and toys. I built the swing yesterday and he was already trying to play with like the little toys that hang from the top. So I think that it's gonna go well. I really hope that it's gonna go well. We do put nail caps over his claws, so I'm not too concerned about like him scratching her like or anything like that. I don't think that he would do it on purpose for sure, but like even on accident, we do put those claw covers on. So I think that everything will be okay there. Pray for us. What is your baby style inspo? My baby style inspo is, I'm not really into like your like, I want to say like cliche, like pink for girls and like super floral and girly or anything like that. Like she does share a room with us, so as far as like her like little corner goes, you can like see her crib in the mirror reflection right there. But as far as like her little area goes, like my inspo is just to match like the rest of our house. So like this picture behind me, kind of like just neutral, like deserty tones, boho, like that's definitely my inspiration, just like very natural. And then kind of going along with that ish, who are your favorite mom YouTubers? So I have 3 favorites. Kilean Ryeel, who actually took this photo and encouraged me to start this channel. She is definitely inspo, and her baby nursery is like goals. Like I love her baby nursery. And then I really love Brittany Balin. She is also from out here in California, and she's having a baby girl, or she had a baby girl. And I love her. And then Aspen Ovard. Those 3 are my favorite mom YouTubers. Kilean is actually, today is August 30th, and she is in the hospital today having her baby boy. So prayers out to her for a smooth delivery. The next question is, how many kids total do you want and how far apart? So I would be so happy with 2 kids. I definitely don't think I want any more than 3. I'm one of 4 and I'm significantly older than my siblings, but my mom says like 2 was like easy, and then 3 like things start to get a little crazy. So I would love to have two, and I think if our next baby was a boy, then we would probably both be happy to like, we have one of each, it's perfect. But if our next one was a girl, I definitely think Miller would want to try for a boy for the third. He is like happy with like 2 or 3 kids, so I'm happy that we're like at least like similarly close. Like he doesn't want like a bajillion kids either. So 2 to 3 would be super ideal. And then as far as how far apart, I like to think about it as like once they're in high school, and I wouldn't want any one of them to be in high school like alone. Does that make sense? So like the oldest one would start, and then I would want the second one to be in high school before the oldest one graduates, if that makes sense. Do you have a birth plan? So I don't really have a birth plan. I'm like pretty like go with the flow as far as like medical like things go. Like I just kind of like listen to what my doctor says. I feel like that's the easiest thing to do, is like they're gonna tell you what's kind of like best in the moment. But I would hope that I can deliver like vaginally, and then I am not opposed to an epidural like whatsoever. I would rather be comfortable and be able to like actually enjoy the process rather than be in excruciating pain, especially because even when you have an epidural, you still have like that like pressure sensation, and I feel like that's like perfect. Give me the pressure, don't give me the pain. And then I really want to do skin to skin like right after she's born, as long as like she's healthy and everything is good, skin to skin. But other than that, I'm like, whatever happens. I feel like that's the best way to go about it, so you're not setting these like expectations and then feeling let down. The next question is, are you scared to give birth? And I don't think that I am. Maybe as like it gets closer, I'll feel like more scared. I mean, obviously this is like what a woman's body is built for, so I know my body is capable. But there are still like a little bit of nerves just because there's so much unknown. You don't know how your birth is gonna go. So scary, and I'm like scared in that sense, but not scared of actually giving birth, if that makes sense. Like scared of the unknown, but not scared of whatever ends up happening. And then the next question is, are you going to record your labor and delivery? And I would love to. I really want to, especially because of like what's going on in the world right now. I'm only allowed to have one support person in the room with me, so that would obviously be Miller. My ideal situation would be able to have Miller and my mom, but since she can't be there, I would really love to record the birth, just to like, if she wanted to watch it back through, I would love to watch it back through. I'd love to share my birth story with you guys, so that's definitely something I want to do, and hopefully something we're able to do. We'll just see how it all plays out. We're almost done. The next one is, do you think your baby will look more like you or Miller? And I think she's gonna look like Miller. My gut is telling me she's gonna look like Miller. From the 40 ultrasounds that we've done, I think she looks like Miller already. And I feel like that's literally just how it goes. Like your oldest daughter, the first daughter, like always looks like their dad. So annoying because I'm the one doing all the work here. But I think she's gonna look like Miller. I would love for her to look like me, of course, but I think she's gonna look like Miller. Either way is obviously fine. I would love for her to have my dark hair and his green eyes. I really hope she has, whoops, my water just fell over. I really hope she has his green eyes. That would be so awesome. And the last one is, what's one thing you can't wait for when your baby comes? And for that one, literally what the question is, I just can't wait until she's here. I'm so ready to meet her. I'm so ready to see what she looks like. I'm so ready to love on her. So that is what I can't wait for. My due date is October 10th, and I really want her to have an October birthday, so I don't want her to come any sooner than October 1st. But I am dying to meet her. I'm definitely feeling very ready, especially now that we have like everything from our baby shower, like we've got all of the stuff, and now I just need her to finish cooking. But yeah, so that's all of the questions for today. If you guys have any more, please feel free to ask in the comments. I'll try to answer, or DM me on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram handle. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you stuck around till the end, I really appreciate it. I'm just so overjoyed and can't wait to meet my baby girl. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more similar pregnancy related content. The next video I'll have up is, I believe, my baby shower haul, and I have decided that Tuesday is my day, so I'll be posting on Tuesdays. You can ring the bell so that you're notified when my videos go up, but Tuesday is going to be the day for videos, and then maybe as I get more used to this, I'll post twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday, but for now, Tuesdays. But thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.